New baby name series. This time it's ranking MLB stadiums based on how likely I'd be to use their name for one of my future children. As always, I'm taking off the last word, so stadium, ballpark, whatever the last word is, won't be considered. Number 30, gotta go with guaranteed rate. I think this one speaks for itself. This would be a pretty terrible name for a kid. Never would consider this one. 29th, Citizens Bank. As we saw with the NBA and NFL Stadium series, I don't like naming my kid after a bank, so this one was pretty obvious to be near the bottom of the list. 28th, Petco. I'm naming a child, not an animal, so there is no shot I would name them after a pet store. 27th, Globe Life. Again, I think most of these bottom ones speak for themselves. There's no way you can name a child Globe Life. This should be pretty obvious. 26th, Great American. Now, I certainly hope my child becomes a contributing member of this country, but there's no way I could use this for their name. 25th, Minute Maid. Bad, but maybe with the word maid in their name, they'd be motivated to clean the house. 24th, Progressive. Not naming my child after an insurance company. Next. 23rd, Comerica. I mean, maybe someone thinks this is cute, but that someone is definitely not me. 22nd, Truest. Now, this just sounds like a word that a little kid would make up when they want to say something is the most true, and I just hate the way it sounds, so I would never use it. 21 is T-Mobile. Don't really like this one as a real name because the hyphen is in it, but I would love this as a nickname. If the kid's like a really good athlete and their first name starts with T, T-Mobile would be a great nickname. 20th, PNC. I don't really like the idea of having just initials and random letters as the kid's name, so that's why it's not any higher than this, but it does sound a lot better than some of these that were near the bottom. 19th, City. Now, the word city is a little bit weird for a kid's name, but I do like the way that City Brown sounds, so that's why it made it this far. 18, Target. Made it this far because it's a real word, not any higher because it's a weird name. 17th, National. Now, this is a common word, so that's why it survived for this long, but it would still just be a weird name to give a kid. 16th, Oracle. Maybe could be kind of cute. I'm just not a huge fan of it, so I wouldn't use it. 15th, Coors. Honestly sounds good, but I'm not trying to look like an alcoholic and name my kid after a beer. 14th, Bush. The exact same concept and reasoning, but Bush Brown does sound amazing. 13, Yankee. Now, if I were from up north, this one would have been a lot higher because it really represents people from there well, but since I'm not, I couldn't have it any higher than this, but Yankee Brown does sound great. 12th place, Kaufman. Got points here because it's a regular last name. Not super normal to hear as a first name, but since it is a name, it deserved to be top 12. 11th place, Fenway. Now, if I were like a diehard Red Sox fan, I might would actually consider using this one because the name means a lot to the team, but since I'm not, it doesn't really fit me, but Fenway Brown does sound cute. 10th place is Angel. Now, it obviously made it this far because it's a common name, but listen, Angels are psycho. I mean, they are absolutely insane. So please, no one out there ever name your child Angel again. They're all crazy. 9th place is Tropicana. Now, this is a little bit weird and out there, but I honestly think this one might be cute for a little girl, so I wouldn't mind this one too much. 8th place, Marlin. I think I've actually heard this one before, and I think it could work for a little boy. I'm not into fishing at all, but if I were, I could see myself using this name. 7th place, Roger. Another very normal, very common name, but the reason I couldn't use it for one of my future children is because to me, Roger is an old man, not a kid. Sorry if anyone out there has this and they're young, but Roger to me seems like an old person name. 6th place, Oakland. Another one that's a little bit weird, but I honestly think it could be pretty cute. If I had a little bit more connection to the city of Oakland, I might would actually use this one, but Oakland Brown sounds good. 5th place is Wrigley. I think this one would be really good for a little boy. The only drawback to this one is it sounds a little bit old-timey to me, but not too bad to be worse than top 5. Not a bad name. 4th place is Miller. Now, it's more well known as a last name, but it's also becoming more popular as a first name. I like the way it sounds with my last name. Miller Brown, nice ring to it. Not bad, wouldn't mind this one. 3rd place, Dodger. I really don't know why, but I love this name. I think it would be adorable for a little boy, and Dodger Brown sounds like he would be quite the little athlete, so I really like this one. Number 2, Chase. Probably the most common and regular name out of all the stadium names, so it was obvious it deserved to be this high. I think it sounds really good with my last name, Chase Brown, nice ring to it, so obviously deserved to be top 2. And if I name my child after an MLB stadium, they would be Camden Brown. I think it would be really cute for either a girl or a boy. It's unique, but still a common name, and Camden Brown sounds fantastic.